Today on Brian's Train Room, I'm standing next to a topper for a 10M, which was a dealer display that came out in 1948. A lot of times the tops of these are found in certain collections because they're great for displaying trains, but there was a layout associated with this. We're not talking about that today. What we're talking about today is the dealer paper or pamphlet that came and said, hey, why don't you buy one of these? And that's this paper right here. All right, which is the little pamphlet that describes the 10M and got dealers to say, hey, let's buy one of these. And that's what's coming up. Okay, so this is the brochure that would have been sent to dealers in early 1948 to say, hey, we've got a display that you may be interested in to help sell trains this coming train season. So it's a nice bright red color. It says Lionel Display number 10M. And this is complete with trains, tracks, and accessories. And that's really important. And I'm going to show you what's included in this. So as we carefully open this guy up, you see that it opens up, and this is just really absolutely fantastic. So it starts off and says Lionel Display 10M. All right, it's complete with trains, tracks, and accessories for a dealer price of only $177. Now remember, in 1948, that is a ton of money. It's nearly $2,000 in today's money. So it was a pretty significant investment for maybe a small dealer who is interested in having something to display some of the trains they're going to carry in the upcoming season. So it had some insignias over here. It says made of seasoned wood, enameled in attractive colors. And by attractive colors, basically it's white with red lettering and maybe some green grass. So it's a pretty neat display here. It's got shelves and it has a board which is has the trains running. This display was only 29.5 inches high, 37.25 deep, and 59.75 inches wide. Okay, essentially it was about 3 feet tall, about 3 feet wide, and about 6 feet long. So it would pretty much fit anywhere if you had a little bit of space. The base is finished in vivid green imitation grass. It's shipped complete with tracks, switches, milk car platform, the number 45 gateman, and number 152 crossing gate attached to the platform, okay? And all this is really interesting information because, you know, basically if you're looking at this, say, well, what do I get with this thing and how does it come and what comes with it? So when you break down the price of this, it says the merchandise at list is $242 worth of merchandise. Remember, you get the trains, you get the accessories, you get the track, you get everything that comes with it, which is about $242 worth of equipment, all for basically a dealer net cost of the equipment of $147.43, and they're charging you $29.27 for the actual display, coming up to $177. Okay, all right, so, and then it gives a little and say, hey, when you get this thing, be guided by the above illustration in setting up the merchandise, okay? And then it says, see next page for display. So then we're going to turn this page and show exactly what they're talking about. Okay, so here is merchandise assortment that's furnished with the display. All right, so what you get is you get a couple sets with this. So you start off with the 111 Lionel Scout 3-car freight set. I'm going to sort of pull this back a little bit, and that's this set right here. You also get the 1423W Lionel 027 3-car freight set. And you turn this is it right here. You also get the 1425B, which means bell ringer, Lionel 027 3-car switch set. And that's this guy right here. You get a 1427 WS Lionel 027 3-car freight with smoke and built-in whistle, which is this guy right here. And then finally, you get a 1449 WS, which is a 5-car freight set with smoke and built-in whistle. What's really neat is there's a little asterisk here, and that asterisk says, operate this set on base of display. And that's this set right here that's shown on the base of the display. It's a 5-car set. It wasn't really going to fit on the your board here, so that's why you put it on the base. So it shows you how to set this up, which is really fantastic. They left nothing to the imagination to some degree. You also got track and switches affixed to the base of the display. Wiring for accessories will be installed and tagged, ready to be hooked up to the accessories. You get track here, you get a little bridge, you get a crossing gate, a 397 coal loader, some switches, and a gateman. All of that included, again, about $45.15 worth of equipment there. The sets showed at a total of about $186. These accessories are displayed on the shelves, which are the flashing signal and some lamp posts. So track switches platform for the milk car and the 152 crossing gate will be shipped complete and attached to the display. So again, the retail value of merchandise on this display is $242. The dealer net cost of the merchandise they'll charge you is about $147.73. The cost of the display, $29.29. And the dealer net cost, again, is $177. Remember, order this display through your distributor. Absolutely fantastic display. What's really neat about this particular catalog is, remember, this is a display catalog that would have been sent to dealers early in the year for the 1948 production. So because of that, some of the items that they were going to show and include that are photographed in this display that was put together are different than was actually produced. And there's a couple items just on this one page. The first and the one that stands out the quickest is the 397 coal loader, okay? All right, this right here is a pre-production mock-up. I'll show you a little insert, show you a picture and a close-up of the 397 coal loader. The other item that is different is the actual display itself, okay? All right, these, if you'll notice when I show the display a couple different ways or actual displays, you'll notice this little Lionel right here is actually different. It's a little bit longer board and shows kind of some other aspects on there, and we'll show that later. There's two other pieces that show on this page that were not made as produced or shown as produced. The first is this little caboose right here, which is a Scout caboose with a decal 1007. It says Lionel Lines. This little guy right here, you can kind of see in the close-up photo that was available and shown in the Lionel Trains Rare and Unusual book by Greenberg. This photo appears to be that pre-production mock-up caboose. Pretty cool. The other item is this right here, which looks to be a Scout gondola. It's a 1002 when you look at the close-up, but it doesn't look like the typical black that you would see. This 1002 did come in different colors, but not normally available until 1950 when it was used as a special display to show magnet traction. So this is really interesting and definitely something different. One more item to note, and that happens to be the tender of the 1001 Scout engine. This is all fine, but if you notice how it says Lionel Scout with the L and the L really large compared to the regular lettering and totally different than what you would see on any of the other tenders before. This is kind of cool. I don't know whether or not this tender has been found, but something certain to look for if you like the oddball and rare and unusual stuff. Pretty neat, all shown on pages of this dealer display layout catalog from 1948. All right, guys, that's my video. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more of it, hey, like and subscribe. I'd appreciate that. Also, want your feedback. So down below, great place to add that. Let me know how I'm doing and ways I can do these videos better. I don't do this alone, so I have lots of help from friends and fellow collectors, and there's some names at the end of the guys who've helped me really make these better and share their collections that I can share with you. So appreciate it. Thanks for joining me on Brian's Train Room.